Good morning. I'm here today with Vivian, Greentree, and Meg Hendricks, and we're with Fiserv. And I wanted to first of all start by congratulating you for being a top veteran-friendly employer. And we're so thrilled to have you here at the U.S. Veterans Magazine.
Awesome. We're happy to be here.
Excellent. Yeah. So we have a few questions. We want to get to know you and the company a little more. And I'm going to start with Meg. Can you please introduce yourself, including your full name, your title, role, how long you've been with the company, and just tell us a little bit about yourself. Let's start with that.
Yeah, I'm happy to. So yes, I'm Meg Hendricks. I am an Army veteran. I've dedicated almost a decade. I was looking at the timeline to Fiserv, which was previously known as First Data. I originally joined the company through our military program, and my first role was focusing on university engagement and early career opportunities for the military community. Throughout my journey, I've taken on various roles, from being the ERG program manager to serving as a national leader for the military ERG. I've also had the privilege of partnering on impactful programs like philanthropy, our employee hardship fund, volunteering, and donating initiatives. But today, my primary mission at Fiserv is leading the way as our head of military and veteran affairs, which I'm very passionate about and happy to do. And in my role as the head of the program, I feel honored and privileged to oversee all aspects of what we call the Fiserv Salutes program. I would say, there are a couple different facets to it, which we'll talk about through our interview. But one that I take immense pride in is our working with entrepreneurship community. And so the thing that we always like to talk about is that whether we hire, 1,000 veterans within our organization, or we help 1,000 or 10,000 veterans to start or grow their businesses, our ultimate objective is not just met, but potentially surpassed, because, we know that veterans and those in the military community are likely to hire from the military community. So whether we hire them or help them start or grow their businesses, we meet that ultimate goal.
Excellent. Well, first of all, thank you for your service. And I'm sure you bring a lot of expertise to what you're doing.
I'm Dr. Vivian Greentree. I'm the head of Global Corporate Citizenship and the president of the Fiserv Cares Fund. And I have been here about 10 years in this role. Listening to Meg speak is like the exact embodiment of that. She loves what she does because of what she does. And it's not just what she does, but how she's able to do that. And we are able to provide that platform, which is very satisfying. And I feel like for both of us who feel like we were given a chance by someone who believed in us, and maybe we didn't see ourselves in the roles that we're in, and no one wants to kind of earn that more than someone who's been given that chance. And I see that in the scores of veterans who we've either brought on board, military spouses who we've brought on board, or their businesses who we've helped, where they constantly share their positive stories, back with us. We were the inflection point for many, many small businesses during COVID. We were the thing that kept them from going bankrupt, because our products, our services, our technology allowed them to take online orders, to do, order to deliver, to stop using a cash box and allow credit cards, so that you didn't have the physical touch. And we were the difference to them. That's an incredible place to be, to say that, we were able to serve exactly what we do it well, and in a way that increased success for people, especially our military population during that time. So knowing that contributes to livelihoods, and like Meg said, it builds stronger, more inclusive communities. We know from the data that more inclusive communities and companies and corporations and schools, do better. And the military is that, population that can be the engine for that. And so it's very tangible. We see very tangible things, outcomes, and job placements in business success, and business success that creates their ability to scale or get government contracts or get into corporate contracts, grow their procurement. That's financial security for that military family. It's economic, it's generational wealth development for those military families. And it's, so those are some of the highlights, that just being able to use our global platform to expand opportunity, exposure, and access. It's really cool. And I think that helps on days where not everything goes right, or which happens a lot. But just as many days where you get an email or a text, or you see someone post their success online about a new contract they got, or them sitting on a panel, and they say, Meg, you're the first one who told me that I should do this thing, or you put me on this panel when no one would have thought of me. And because of that, I'm, the keynote at an upcoming event, or I'm now on the Vet 100. So it's phenomenal. We have a global platform and we're going to use it.
That's excellent. From what you've told me, it's obvious you are absolutely doing the right thing as a company, because one, the individuals like yourself who are employed there feel you're on a platform, you feel appreciated, you feel that you can give back, and you're growing with the company. And at the same time, it's what the company is doing, not just the fact of how they support their clients, but to see the success of them says a lot. And I know from this entire interview that you're being recognized as a top veteran friendly employer for those same reasons. And I know that there's lots of things that attributed to that. So I know one of them is that you have these pillars. You call them the 3 pillars of the Fiserv Salutes program. And I wanted to talk a little bit more about that. Meg, if you don't mind telling me, what are the 3 pillars?
I'm happy to, yes. So they're experience, employment, and entrepreneurship. So, first we have experience. That's really one of our paramount pillars. It's where we prioritize creating a workplace culture and policies that enhance employee satisfaction and retention. And then we have employment. That obviously plays a crucial role. That's where a lot of companies start their military programming, but we feel like we want to extend that beyond like the initial recruitment process. And so we have that encompass policies such as our military leave policy that supports our workforce. We have some other tenets of that, where not necessarily policies, but strategies in place, where like our military spouse employment statement of support, kind of a long one, but where, if military spouses are married to someone who's active duty, we will go through a couple different steps to help support them through that move, either with us or connecting them to other military friendly employers. And then lastly, but certainly not least, is our entrepreneurship pillar, which, that just underscores our dedication to engaging with and empowering the military entrepreneurship community. We really do look to provide opportunities for growth and success. And so those are the 3 pillars that really drive our U.S. military and veterans engagement strategy. And that reflects our mission to facilitate career pathways, have educational support, and business solutions for veterans and military spouses.
Excellent. Could you elaborate on Fiserv's hiring initiatives and what makes the company a premier employer for veterans?
Yeah, I'm happy to. I think that what really helps us move forward in our hiring initiatives is that we look for strategic partnerships that share our commitment to finding meaningful employment opportunities for veterans. We look for partners that can help us bridge those gaps. Maybe as a financial tech company, we have some legacy systems and different things like that frankly you're not necessarily going to get working, in an air defense system or something like that in the Army. So we have different programs where we work with organizations that help train specifically veterans to be able to do that in our company. And so just this last year, we did what we called Operation 100, where we hired 100 veterans in Omaha and Lincoln and Nebraska. And, they got 6 weeks of training, and through Step It Up, which is one of our partners in employment, and did some training and then placed them into full-time roles. So we really look for ways to to help bridge that gap. Because I mean, I think if we're honest, many corporations are working on lean and mean teams, and so they
Sure.
look for people who have experience, right? And so folks who are
Right.
getting out of the military are not going to have experience in financial technology in corporate America. So we look for ways to create pathways to get them into the company, get that experience so that then they can thrive here. And that's what I think sets us apart, or sets us ahead with the other companies who are doing similar programs.
Excellent. And it shows that. I'm sure you've had a lot of success, so you continue doing that and the growth just keeps growing. So that's excellent. Vivian, how does Fiserv leverage your community partners in order to have a positive impact on the military community? And if you could provide me some examples of those partnerships and their impacts.
Absolutely. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. We
I love
are,
that.
and we're very aware of the truth. Those sayings are sayings for a reason.
In closing, I'm going to ask you one final question, and you both can answer this. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with our readers about yourself, your program, or the company? And I always ask this other one, do you have a motto that you live by? Is there a saying that you always say? Is there something on your email that you always promote? But if you could share that, each of you tell me if there's anything else you want to share, and then what your motto is.
All right, I'll go first because I'm probably going to steal yours, Viv. Even though I'm an Army veteran, I do love the motto of a rising tide lifts all ships. And so what I will say is that, I love that I get to work with my friend Vivian, who is a Navy veteran. I hope she said that. I don't remember if she said that at the beginning.
I don't think she did. I want to thank you for your service too. That is very impressive. Both of you, I just want to say this off the bat. I'm completely blown away. And I'm so proud to be here to interview you both. But please tell me, continue.
Thank you. I just wanted to say, getting to work with a fellow female veteran is pretty amazing in this space. And what I have learned from her is, I call her master connector or networker and connector. And so that's what I've learned is what we get the opportunity to do is bring folks to the table, make sure that people are connected.
Thank you. Vivian, anything you want to share?
My advice would be think big, act small, move quick. And I actually have that taped.
See, I love it.
To my computer as a daily reminder for myself. So I have to use that one. And that's really about, it's very important to be passionate, but persistence and grit is what will get you there. And especially for entrepreneurs or anyone who wants to break a system or change a system or introduce change into a system. It can't just be the passion, and entrepreneurs know that. It's the persistence and the grit. So think big, act small, move quick. And then the last thing I would say is, and I would say this with swagger, not arrogance, because our CEO says swagger is north of confidence, but south of arrogance. But just that, what differentiates Fiserv from other companies who are doing this, doing programming in the military space, especially around entrepreneurship, is that we know entrepreneurship, we know payments, we know digital banking, we know processing, we know how card acceptance, network services, e-commerce. We have a business operating system. We do electronic bill pay. I mean, we do all of it. So imagine that you have that in your back pocket as a small business. We go to bat for you. We allow small dogs, it's not the size of the dog in the fight, it is the size of the fight and the dog. And if you are with Fiserv, we are that voice for you. And if, there is no one who wants to do more for those veteran-owned businesses who are our clients than this entire team who wants to see them be successful, connect them to resources, connect them to events that put them on the main stage, and connect them to procurement opportunities. And so, we are all in it. We are in it and trying to earn what we've been given every day. And I think that that's a powerful differentiator.
Excellent. Well, I think you both power this company. You empower your positions and you empower others. And I want to thank you for this interview and let you know I am beyond impressed and proud to be here to interview you. And I look forward to our readers to know more about you and Fiserv. Thank you so much. And I look forward to see what's on the horizon for you both very soon.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.